Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. EA Sports College Football continues a familiar feel for us here on a Thursday night. It's the UCLA Bruins and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. R.N.O is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Gamecocks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running inside, it's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. Could not make his way to the corner.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
On the ground, it's Knight. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Makes the grab. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the move.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. A run for the quarterback. Tried to power it ahead on 4th and 1, and this defense was up to the challenge, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Sellers throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. He might want another play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And this one is perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes a handoff. It's Knight. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Iamaleava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. This time on target. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Just feeds the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, UCLA. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Throwing Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Imaliava. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
3rd down in the gun, Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Setting up the screen. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Knight. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Ncaa. Here's a hit. And they got it.
In that second down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. You saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big time sack.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun on 3rd down, Ncaa. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Sellers to throw. It's complete to the right. Crosses the 35. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense...
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep throws.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sellers. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Knight. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Throwing, Ncaa. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Looking for a man. It's Ncaa. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Saying in the gun on third down. Gonna let it fly. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd. And it's the Jaguars, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now, a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside Conference USA.
Making side adjustments here. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. They get to him as he throws. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
How about that athleticism by the tight end, stretching out and diving to haul that pass in. Great play.
The offense set for a first down play. Here's Sellers to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy
makes the catch and he's free. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's Ncaa to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Knight. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
And the Bruins getting set on 1st and 10. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Makes the grab. It's Grove. And he'll be brought down.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Again, it's Ncaa. Punts it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You can see why this running back is on the field on third down. He's a weapon in the passing game. Really nice job by the quarterback. He got through his progressions really, really quickly. Found the running back, just dumped it off, and he was able to make something happen with it, move the chains, keep the offense on the field.
Sends it back in motion. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Sellers. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the tight end. To the air, it's Sellers. Gets rid of it. Got a man, it's Clark. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Sellers to the air again. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Again, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
Throwing Sellers. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
To the air, it's Sellers. They've got the screen set up. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Final play of the quarter coming. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They think there's room to run to the right here. There's a crease. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before. He carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. The run inside. It's Lee. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And I think QBs rush it, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him, and you can tell throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown Bruins. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Here's Sellers to throw. Looking for a big play. Makes a deep grab. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Escapes trouble. Throwing right. It's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll run the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sellers dances away to buy time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Fourth down, Sellers. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, they fail on that 4th down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Iamaleava. He's got him. At the 45 on his way. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Oh, that was a terrific return as he takes it to the 9.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
The offense changing the play.
Bender.
Throwing Sellers. Rushes on him. And down he goes. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Gamecocks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt is in the air. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Sellers to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until their quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game out. Completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he will get just beyond the first down marker before sliding. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Sellers can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Escapes the sack. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Slips away. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.